Hey everybody, this is episode 10 of the Boom Racing build. In the last episode, we finished the chassis. We just have to clean up some wiring. But I want to finish the body first. So that's where we're at. We're gonna do the body. So stay tuned, we'll get the body box out and start that up. I have my partner in crime here, Savannah. All right, here's the box. This is the body box. Now, on the outside, it says mystery gift inside. For you Boom Racing fans, you might know what that is. So we're gonna open the box. Here we go, everything's packed nicely. And we're gonna get right into this. Before I start though, on top of my Carbon Series mat, I put down my mouse pad mat with no magnetics on top of it for this. And that is for the simple purpose of this is a nice soft surface that is not going to be rough on the body. It's not going to scratch it, ding it, dent it. And I want to be careful with this body through the process, especially when it comes to time to paint it. And fresh paint, it'll be nice on this and it won't damage it. So mouse pad mat from Cal RC comes in clutch when you're building a nice brand new truck. So let's get into this here. We have two things right off the top. The instruction book, which I haven't even looked at yet because I'm scared. And this little brown bag that says Lucky Dogs. So Savannah is gonna rip this open. There's your terror mark there. And we're gonna see what we got in our Lucky Dogs. Pour it out on the table here, baby. Oop. All right, go ahead, open that. What do we got? Let's see. What's this? Ooh, it's instructions on how. Look it. These are all the options you can get in the Lucky Dogs. You have 7 different options here. Great Dane, a German Shepherd, a Lab, a Bull Terrier, a Golden Retriever, a Saint Bernard, and it looks like a mystery. That looks like a pig. Can you get a pig? I want a pig.
This one.
That one? Yeah. This looks like the Golden Retriever. So let's put him together.
Retriever.
No, Molly's a pit bull.
Cassie's a golden retriever.
Cassie's a Golden Retriever.
Well, she's part of it. That's now. I'll get the tail.
You're gonna get the tail?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So there's assembly required for your Lucky Dogs.
Oh.
The tail doesn't go on the leg, silly goose. Let me see.
Oh, it goes here.
Oh, there it goes. You got it. All right.
Leg.
That looks like a back leg to me. Yep, on the inside. There you go. And the front leg. There it is. We got a Lucky Dog. What should we name the Lucky Dog?
Lucky.
Lucky? That's too easy.
Wish?
Wish? We're gonna go with Wish. There you go. I wish this build was done so I could drive it. All right.
And put the doggy in the back.
So we got our Lucky Dog. Really cool little addition there. Just
I like the Chinese surprise.
it's awesome that they do something like this. It just sets them apart again. And then we get into our box of all the packaged pieces. So I'm not gonna go in this too in-depth unpacking. Got doors, we have part of the roof.
You want me to unpack all of it?
No, I don't want you to unpack all of it. I don't even want to unpack all of it, you silly.
I can unpack it.
So this brings me to a point.
I think that's the roof.
This is the hood.
That's the engine
Yes,
hood.
this is the hood. So I have 2 hoods. This hood, and I went and purchased the upgraded hood with the spare tire. I'm gonna use both. So I'm gonna paint them at the same time. I'm gonna build this truck in its stock form with this hood. But then as we upgrade it with all the accessories that I purchased, we are gonna put the spare tire hood on it eventually. We got part of the main body there, and then that's when you get in to all the little bits and pieces. Here's your tool bag with Ooh, look at those tiny, tiny, tiny screws. Look at them. Again, very organized. All the bags are labeled. They give you tools. They give you drill bits. That's all in that bag. So,
actually on the dog.
all your lenses. I'm gonna have to get some paint for those. All right, you got your windshields and your side windows. We have, looks like light buckets. We have
That's a lot of pieces.
sides to the bodies. We have mirrors. We have
That's a lot of pieces.
all your grill and headlight bucket accessories and the bed. So we have to go into the instructions here. We're gonna put everything back in the box.
This is
We're
like
gonna
a lot
keep-
of pieces.
It is. We're gonna keep all the miscellaneous parts out right here next to Wish. And we're just gonna get into this. At first glance, I will say it is, the body is not packaged as nicely as the chassis was in the box. However, it is bagged very nicely. Everything's separated, very organized. And I really don't know how you would package this nicely. I mean, I would not want to be in charge of trying to package that any nicer than it was. But it is kind of just bagged and put into the box. It's, you know, you're not going to have your foam separators and all that in this box. So don't expect that. And I think it would be a stretch for somebody to expect that. I did see a comment on the interwebs, Facebook as usual, because that's where all the problems come from. Somebody complained about the body just kind of being thrown in the box, but it is all separated and it is all packaged nicely and it is set in here nicely. It's just not the chassis. It's not separated by foam barriers and organized by every little slot, but the box will also be 700 times bigger if you separated every little part of the body. Wouldn't make sense. So I am perfectly fine with the way this is packaged. Let's just look. Ooh, what's this? We opened up.
Oh, stickers?
All right, stickers and your mesh grill and stuff like that. So we're gonna keep that up.
This is cool.
It is cool. Let's put it up here.
Okay, next to it.
And we're just gonna go over the first page. All right. There is a congratulations little note here. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. If you would like to read it, you can pause it. Pause the video right here and read that. But it is a congratulations and pretty much a thank you from Mr. Jason at Boom Racing. And then on page 2, you have all the tools you are gonna need to
I already have one.
assemble this, which guess what? You already have one of them, all right? So I'm just gonna read real fast. Tools included are your Phillips head screwdriver, the small one, 0.8 millimeter drill bit, 2.0, 2.4, and 3.0 drill bit, and double-sided tape. That's all included in your parts bag. You need a large screwdriver, Phillips head. You need a drill, scissors, a hobby knife, long nose pliers, side cutters, model filler, and glue. And I'm guessing the model filler is for any imperfections that you may have in the molding process. So I'm gonna give this a good look over and hopefully we don't even need a model filler.
That is on the tape.
And then you have, hold on baby, give me 1 second. We have all our parts labeled out through the next pages, along with letters. So for example, your windows and all your clear parts are F. And I'm sure through this build, just like this, you have M that's gonna go on. But before I assemble this, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna figure out how it's assembled, where everything goes, and I have to paint everything separately. So before we even start assembling this, we are gonna have to figure out what goes where and paint it. And then we have to take the time and figure out, do we wanna go hard top or do we wanna go pickup? That's a hard one. Or I'm sorry, hard top or convertible. I don't know the answer to that yet.
I want this
So,
one.
you want the convertible?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll think about it. So, lots of directions here, lots of things to do, but none of it is extremely hard. It is just small and tedious. And it looks like we're gonna have to paint first because it just goes straight into assembly here.
I like
And instead of jumping right into assembly and then worrying about paint later, because I don't want to tape anything off, yeah, we're getting right into, we're gonna get right into paint. So I have to definitely make a paint selection tonight.
so.
I think we're gonna do a color a little bit darker than that. Not a navy, but a little bit darker than like a sky blue. I'm thinking that's gonna be my color choice. Not positive yet though. And then I have to decide matte or glossy, patina or no patina. I don't know yet. So unfortunately, I have to make a decision fast because paint is gonna be the first process here for me. I'm gonna get everything painted and then start assembly. Yeah. But hear me out. Right here. Remember in the last episodes, I always say to pay attention to what is written on the pages and these little exclamation marks here. Well, let's read this one because this is important. Before you begin, we recommend read through the entire manual before starting assembly, which we just started to do. Complete step 1 before painting begins. So, step 1, glue the headlight panels, front grille, and wiring intake blank into the main front body using your desired ABS plastic cement. So, we have to make sure that we do step 1 before we move on at all. So step 1 will be complete before we paint anything. And then I have to go through this and separate all the parts that I need to paint. I'm also gonna go through and cut all of this out before I paint it because I don't want blank spots there after, because if I paint this and then I cut this out, it's gonna be white spots. Don't be silly. Make sure you prep all your pieces first. I'm also gonna go through and sand everything off, clean it up with paint prep, and do a few generous, you have double-sided tape? Look at that. You're already ahead of the game. But I'll do a lot of prep. I do a lot of prep, I do a lot of primer, and then multiple coats of paint and clear coat. I just have to figure out if that clear coat's gonna be matte or not. I think I'll let her make the decisions. She's gonna be the boss for this project. And who knows, this thing could be purple at the end. So, thank you very much for watching. I will come back through the paint process and update you guys with very short videos on where we are, what we're doing, and if I run into any trouble along the way of this process. But the next time you actually physically see this whole thing, it's probably gonna be painted and mostly assembled. Before I go, there are 36 pages of directions. I'm gonna try to do this fast. See you next episode. Thank you for watching. Me and Savannah are out.